Good morning, good afternoon, welcome everybody. Talus Mobius here, and as always, I'm joined by Haina himself. How are you doing, Haina?
Oh, I am doing fantastic, thank you.
That's good to hear. Today, we don't have an insane amount to talk about, but we got something major to talk about. Actually, something incredible. F90 era units UC 0120 is now in the game. Now that's something that people did not expect to put it lightly, and I'm very happy to be here to witness it myself. What do you think?
I think it's fantastic. Man, why do people not expect much?
Because people, I guess, go in without too many hopes, and we're going to talk about hope a lot today because we're talking about the RF Zaku. I forgot to remove the Gym Shooter from last round. Do forgive me about that, it didn't load earlier when I was making this, but either way, the RF Zaku and the Zera Plus A2. And since the Gym Shooter popped up, he snuck in the background there. I might just show the finalized stats after finally getting all of them. So, yeah, these are the two main units we're going to be talking about, but since he decided to sneak in, hello, he's going to be talked about as well.
Photobomb.
Oh yeah, we were photobombed by a Gym Shooter. How do you feel, Hyena?
I don't know, man.
Well, let's begin. Starting off strong, as you can all see right away. We've got quite a bit to talk about in terms of PC. PC got its release of the Zeta Plus A2, which you kind of missed it from what I've heard. You missed its release, so that's a bit unfortunate. Zeta Plus A2, though, is a very interesting unit. We've covered it thoroughly in the channel before, but I will cover it again really quickly. A beam rifle that rapid fires, kind of like the Delta Plus, but the charge shot is an instant. It has a single beam saber that the downswing hits twice. The beam spear is the classic hits twice. The hip beam guns actually are instants, good Vulcans, and the thing that makes it very different than its original counterpart, Hyena, is that high mega cannon on the head. Yeah, it has a high mega cannon, kind of like the double Zeta.
Ah, yes, for when we need to hyper beam those bastards.
The majority of what that does, though, is that it also has a limiter release system, meaning that you have to multi-charge it.
A multi-charging high mega cannon. Now that's awesome.
Would I say that it's worth it? If you like the unit enough, and if you think that it will fit your playstyle, I'd say go for it. It's a guaranteed roll with a half of roll at the start. I'd say that it's worth it, even if it's just for the half of roll.
Yeah.
After that, we have the boosted supply drop that gives you 3 stars plus 2 half of rolls, with the last step being all mobile suits. Would I say that this is worth it? What do you think, Heine? Would you say that this is worth it as a roll?
Honestly, not really. I'd say save tokens, but up to you, man.
I do agree wholeheartedly with that. Even though there are 2 half of rolls, there's no mobile suit that can be guaranteed that it's new. You might just get all copies from units that you were actually hoping to get.
Unless you're looking for recycle tickets, that's a safe pass it.
That's fair. That's actually really fair. Limited supply drop of the Bansi Norn is out. I'd say skip this. It's a single roll or up to 10 roll. I wouldn't say that it's worth it. Unless you really like. If you really like, you go for it.
Gotta have the look of the leprechauns to roll that one.
Oh yeah. Other than that, the Hazel Osla Incredible Mobile Suit, Jagan Heavy Equipment Type Level 1, and the Zerakan Level 1, all 3, well technically 4 because the Hazel Osla Level 1 and Level 2, are incredible at their respective costs. There's nothing bad about those 3/4. The Hazel Osla is an incredible frontliner that will literally make the life of the enemy frontliner a living hell. The Zera Cannon is an incredible support, and the second heavy equipment type is an incredible support in the clothes of a general.
I can confirm 2 out of 3 of these. I haven't tried the Osla, but the Jetta Cannon and the Jagan Heavy Equipment type are a lot of fun.
Of course. Psycho Zaku Mark II Thunderbolt and the Desasizara type Team B level 1 on both of them. Both of them incredible, again at their perspective costs, one incredible 500 raid and a really good 650 sniper support. Nothing wrong here.
One monkey, the other shooty. And I especially like the Jetta Startup Team B, specifically for its rifle.
Agreed. But that covers all of PC. Moving on, console. RF Zaku, the very first unit from, well, you guessed it, F90. We are officially in late UC.
Very late UC. I want this one so bad.
Well, since you want this so bad, why don't we take a peek at what it has to offer? First of all, it's a 600 General, which is very interesting to see a 600 General Zaku.
Yeah.
Before we delve into, what our thoughts are, let's watch it deploy. Instant beam rifle with the charge of being a rapid fire build stun, very high DPS machine gun, beam bazooka that works like a bazooka that requires a charge, whip that knocks down, and a beam axe that knocks down on all swings, and its downswing is a GPU 3 lookalike. What are your thoughts on the unit alone from that?
I love its kit. It has everything you could possibly ask for.
And it's a 600 General.
Yes. Fits the bill in all categories.
Yeah. Let's look really quickly at its stats while we are also talking about the unit. I'm gonna put them up here for those that want to read through them. I'm not gonna go in great detail. But what I want to look at are the skills. You know how the whip and the beam axe knock down on regardless the strike? Hyena?
Yeah.
Pursuit ranged auxiliary program. You do more range damage to downed enemies, and you have a very powerful machine gun that does very high DPS. 180 damage, 30 rounds, and one of the fastest DPS, 1% build stun there. But it will melt anything it touches.
Mm-hmm.
You have Flap Booster, which is rare to see at such low cost, and even rarer on a General.
Yeah. It took me by surprise when I first saw it.
Other than that, you have Force Injector level 3, which is very high, Flight Control Program level 3, and Quick Booster level 4 on top of Leg Shock Absorbers level 3. All of these aid it even further to remain in flight. And it also has a frontline support system level 2 to allow its teammates to spawn in faster. Its stats are actually better than most. Pretty well rounded part slots, pretty good directional movement speed, and you can see the weapons, so I will really quickly slide this to the side for those interested enough to look at what it has to offer.
In case you're wondering, very team specialized unit. It can do well on its own, but it's way better with team.
I will agree wholeheartedly with that, because I think that its kit works a lot better in team comps that will fully take advantage of its toppling effect, especially of the whip. Now, having two melee weapons that cause melee topples, one of which cannot be countered, aka the whip, really good build stun on the charge out of the beam rifle. You get the idea. It's everything that you may want in a unit like this.
Yeah.
Now, I will put the Gym Shooter stats up on screen. I'm not gonna talk in depth about them. We've already talked about my expectations on the Gym Shooter. Other than that, there's nothing much to really say. I don't have the weapon prep times because I didn't get a chance to test those. But it was just general estimates. So there you have it. This is what the stats look like. It had its...
Also great. No, I was just gonna say it looks like it has a pretty decent kit too.
Oh yeah, it's a very good all-rounded kit in terms of a sniper. When I say all-around, I mean that it has some instants, it has a lot of builds done. The instants are the charge sort of the... Well, the... Sorry, not the charge. The normal sort of the beam launcher, the build stun, is the primary beam rifle itself, which, if you notice, you kind of want to go into its limiter off, because that's what matters more. The final weapon is the limiter off version of the primary. Either way, it had its moment in the spotlight, and we're moving on.
Yeah.
Other than the Zaku the RF Zaku you can get by doing the 10 roll, it's the Zaku head mask, which is really, really funny. And the Metal Spider level 2 has joined the game along with its weapons, and the level 1 variant having their own unique roll, which they live in supply drop. Nothing too special, I'd say, out of the two of them, because we know the Metal Spider, unless you really, really like the Metal Spider that you want the level 2 very badly, I'd say skip that.
Yeah.
The Bull G is in the recycle counter, and the situation battle that is available right now is, per usual, something different, which is the Black Gundam, referring to the battle between the Mark IIs that Taeyug stole and the Mark IIs that the Titans had. As for the next as for the next clan match, it's a 500. So we might not see another RF unit, but we might see an F90 unit or an F89 unit. Who knows? Either way.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, here's hoping. Who knows what we'll see next? Now the road is open to everything and anything. Finally, there is a user survey that is available for everyone that wants to jump on and look at it. And you can go tell people your thoughts, specifically the developers, about the game and what you'd like to see. I personally added the wish to see more AU units again, and I've actually partially, you could say, I'll make you happy, Haina. I may have included that I want to see things like the Double X.
Yeah.
Haina is an avid enjoyer of the Double X and its design and its satellite cannon.
Twin satellite cannon fire.
But that generally covered everything. Sorry that I took all of the talking this time around, Haina.
Oh, no worry, it's fine.
What are your thoughts about what PC and console are getting?
Honestly, pretty, not all too much, but still not stuff to have if you really want it. But yeah, definitely should save. Considering F90 is about to get wild.
Oh yeah, because if F90 is coming, we all know that for either Springfest or Anniversary we might see F91. If not, Springfest will see probably the F89 to F90, and then who knows. I have a feeling that this year's Anniversary is going to be filled with surprises. Who knows? By next year we might see even a Victory Gundam, much to people's dismay, because I know that there are gonna be people that will be like, no, there's no way that we're gonna go to Victory. We're going there. We're getting there. We're gonna go first to Crossbone, though.
I'm surprised people haven't stopped doubting. It looks like they are going to still expand further.
Oh yeah.
And with AU units hopefully being added to console, Double X please. There's just going to be a very wide unit roster.
As if we didn't have a bigger roster already.
We're going past Pokemon limits. I mean, what?
Fair enough. Well, either way, this finishes up the entire update that we had for this week. Next week is the second to last week before the end of the month, meaning that on the 31st we might have our 4-star unless they do it earlier and we get... Sorry, the 30th of the month we're gonna get our 4-star unless they release it early and we get on the 23rd. Regardless, save your tokens. Something big is coming. 750 is right around the corner.
To those of us that either find it bad or good.
Oh yeah. And before we obviously step away, a quick thing. And we'll see you on the battlefield.
See you.